Hello everyone and welcome back to another snail mail video, and this one has been so overdue. I apologize. It's because at first I didn't have enough mail to do a video and then I was sick, but I have finally got a few amazing packages. There's several amazing packages all stacked up around me and I cannot wait to share it with you guys. It has been so awesome to go through this mail, and we did go through it because I thought I was recording a snail mail episode a little bit ago and my phone died on me and I lost it. So I opened up everything already and I'm sorry that I lost the recording. It was so sad and it had been such a nice long recording, but we're going to do a nice short little quick tour over all of the amazing things that people have sent in, the awesome touching letters, the really amazing creations I keep glancing at. There's artwork and gifts, and I just cannot thank all of you enough. For those of you who are new to the channel, we do a snail mail video where I get snail mail, aka letters and packages from you guys, and I try to respond to all of them by sending off like a little letter in reply. I used to try to send like all sorts of seashells and things in there too, but often they would just fall out like in the mail. So I do try to write back to everybody who writes in. It just sometimes can take me a few months depending on how chaotic everything is. I'm trying to get better about it though. I really am. And I also wanted to let you guys know, please, if you have any snail mail, hold on to it. Don't send it. Don't send it. I'm getting ready to move in less than a month, and so I'm going to be losing my old P.O. box, and I don't have a new P.O. box yet. I don't even know the address of my new apartment. I know the apartment, I just don't know its address, so gotta get a forwarding address sent in. But if you have some mail you want to send in, please hold on to it for at least until I can get another announcement video up that my P.O. box is back. So this will be our last snail mail video for a little while. It's going to be kind of interesting because snail mail and trying to reply to all the letters, it's such a rewarding experience, because writing letters and putting something in the mailbox is not something you really do in this day and age. Emails are just so much faster. They're easier on the environment, I will admit that, but there's something special about being able to send pictures and stickers and just written word to each other. So, like I said, we're going to go through them kind of quickly. We do have some amazing things I'm working on for today, but I want you all to know, everybody who sent anything in, thank you all so much. It's like Christmas. Like, I can step away from the computer, I can get a cup of tea, settle down at my table, and just go through the mail and see happy people who say that our adventures together and our sense of curiosity and adventure has changed their lives in some way. And that's deeply rewarding. It is my what I wake up to every morning and what I go to sleep with every night, and I love that I can share that with all of you. So I'm going to start opening things up, and they've all already been opened, so if things are like a couple things seem to be missing or they're a little bit silly, I apologize. I'm sorry guys. But this first one is actually another letter from over in the UK. Oh my goodness, I have like just as much UK mail as I do US mail, it seems, which is awesome. And it's actually another letter from the wonderful Emily. So hi Emily! Emily wrote into us a while ago. She was feeling really anxious because of getting ready for a big move, her first move of her life. And I have moved a lot. I am getting ready to move for the 4th time in a year. Like I said, in less than a month. So about a year and 3 months if I'm being completely accurate. But hopefully this will be our last move for a very, very long time. We're really looking forward to where we're going, and just it'll be wonderful, but it's still hard, and moves are always hard. Change, which is a move, and move is change, is always a little bit tricky. And so Emily wrote in, and she wanted to know, like, how can she come to terms with the moving, and we made a time shot episode talking about moving, and basically who you are doesn't change no matter where you go, and the sooner you can latch on to that sense of security, the sooner everything else becomes just fine. You can cope with all of it. It's hard on the outside, but it doesn't hurt you on the inside, and it actually lets you see opportunities for growth that otherwise you would be too sad or depressed to see. And that was a lesson that I learned. I moved here to North Carolina, totally unexpected, and like at 23, and I had left a job I loved, left friends that I loved, left a school that I was doing so amazing in. I was top marks, doing great in some of the honor societies, and I had to drop all of it. I was almost done with my degree again, and I had to drop all of it because I just couldn't afford to live on my own. And I had to move where my employer, I was a nanny at the time, moved. And it was really sad. And I stayed in bed depressed for 6 months, refused to see anything joyful about what we had done. Even though I really wanted to, I just couldn't seem to bring myself to. I was really deeply in depression. And one day I woke up and I went on a walk and saw the beautiful flowers, and the grieving period was over and I could focus on life again. And within the week I had launched my YouTube channel anew. I had met Darling. I had found, we had gone camping. A bazillion things happened within that week. And it was just because I was able to take that sadness out from the move and focus on the opportunities around me. And if I had had a more secure sense of who I am when we moved, I don't think I would have gotten so discouraged. I don't think I would have thought, oh, I'll never be able to finish my degree now. I'll never meet more friends like this. I'll never have the opportunity to work with animals and share my passion for the natural world like my old job let me do. And lo and behold, I live an amazingly blessed life now. And it's because I opened my eyes and I wasn't depressed about the move anymore. And it took a lot of work, but sometimes that work is totally worth it. But I'm glad that you are having a good time, Emily. Still some bumps in the road. There usually are, I know. And I'm glad to hear that you guys have adopted a new cat. A really cute little cat called Roxy. And she is also, because she cannot send seeds, because customs, she has done some little drawings. So here we go. Little drawing of our adorable little roses. And look at that. It's a little puppy. Isn't that the cutest little puppy? I love it. So thank you so much, Emily. And thank you for your very thought-provoking letter and questions. I will try to write back to you as soon as I can. It's a little tricky since I'm getting ready for said move again. And here we actually have a letter from Minnesota. And this one, I'm trying to remember who it's from. Oh yeah, from Abby! And this one, thanks for teaching me more and more and more about animals. I like watching you make Zoodesia and hope that cheetahs will come soon. And I hope to come and play with you and work with you, and you're awesome, and I hope to learn more about animals. You're super good with animals. Thanks, Seri. And this is from Abby, and look at the adorable picture she has drawn us. Look at the details on those fins. That is awesome. It makes me want to start like a goldfish or a koi pond in our zoo crafting series. That would be so fun. Have some little koi swimming around. We should put them under the lily pad bridge. That's what we should do. I'll have to see if I can catch some. So thank you so much, Abby. Alright, and let's see. I kind of opened everything else a little bit hodgepodgey. Let me gently pick this up. We'll open this one up next. I'm trying not to knock over boxes. There were boxes sent in this time. Isn't that amazing? There we go. So this, let me see if I can sort through it all okay. I think I have it where it should be. I tried so hard not to mix things up when I put them back after frantically realizing the video hadn't recorded. Yeah, here we go. Now this is from the mysterious Olive. So, Olive, who is 12 years old, she loves animals, and she recently won a goldfish at her school's spring carnival. He is so small that she named him Tiny. Her favorite animal is the wolf, so I hope you're enjoying Wolf Quest, which we're doing right now. And, oh, you want to be a veterinarian and help animals of all sizes when you grow up. That's wonderful. So many of you want to be vets. And don't forget, to help animals, you don't only have to be a veterinarian. You can be an ecologist, a biologist. You can specialize in a certain species. Like you can focus on herpetology. You could focus on marine sciences, mammals in marine sciences. You can get down to a really narrow field. You could study only lemurs. Or, in your everyday life, you can reduce, reuse, recycle. I know you've heard that. I know it sounds trite, but it's true. Easing up what you put in the trash is how you help animals immediately, every single day of your life. Making sure that you try to eat from sustainable sources, and making sure that you use a water bottle, not like a disposable water bottle, but a reusable one. Really, like those kinds of things. Trying not to eat at fast food restaurants as much as you can. Sounds kind of weird, but that money goes into agriculture, goes into cattle ranching, goes into destruction of forest, goes into destruction of rainforest. It's all connected. So no matter what happens, if you end up being able to directly work with animals or not, there's always a greener choice, something you can do every single day of your life that you can go to bed that night knowing, I picked up that litter, I used my reusable water bottle, and you helped. Even if it feels like the tiniest fragment, that's how change is made on the grand scale, is those tiny pieces adding up. So don't worry guys, if you want to be a vet, it's very hard. It's harder to get into vet school than it is into medical school in some cases. But if you really want to do it, study hard in school, don't give up. If you have trouble in a subject, like I'm horrible at math and chemistry, find people who can help you. Often you have to go through several different teachers before you find one whose teaching style just clicks with you, who they get you. Don't be afraid to ask for help. You want to master those skills because it will give you the ability to help the animals that you want, to help create the future that you want to see. So, I mean it. Even though school's miserable sometimes, I hated school because I just couldn't get along with so many of my teachers, believe it or not, growing up. But it will give you the tools to change the world, to have that education, as much as you can obtain of it. So don't give up, okay, Olive? None of you give up. Thank you for your kindness and love in people. We need more people like you in this world. I would love to meet you someday. Your fan, Olive. And that's adorable. And look at what she's drawn. The Tree of Illumination. And she has drawn Sunflower and myself and Tate and Lily. Look at that next to their food bowl. Isn't that precious? I love these colored drawings too. I love putting them up on my wall and just seeing the color pop. It's so fun. Let's see. I've always thought of Lily as being the broad talking type, which is so totally her, and Tate as the shy type, totally him. Tate is saying, okay, Mom, because he didn't want to hurt your feelings that you're leaving, and Lily is telling you her feelings. That's totally how they would act. Oh, but I'm going to gently put that down here. And let's see. Yeah, this is still from Olive. I found this coin in my yard and thought you would like to have it. I'm also giving you a seashell that looks like a duck foot. And the picture is of my cat Stormy. We found her after a storm when she was young, so that's where her name comes from. She is about a year and 4 months old. So look at her. And this actually looks identical to my my grandfather's tortoiseshell cat that he used to have named Annie. And Annie was such a sweetheart. I love torties. I'm a big fan of calico cats, tortoiseshell cats, tabby cats, cats. But then, let me check. Yeah, I'm pretty sure these came from her too. Yes, from Olive. So I'm going to show you guys the little treasures that were sent my way. And I'm pretty sure these are all from her. If not, we'll find out. Because I think I put all my shells to one side during the recording and then I have to like sort them again. But here's the coin. The really cool old penny that she sent. And here is the little mollusk slash clam slash some unidentified, I'm pretty sure it's a mollusk, then it looks just like a duck foot, doesn't it? It just is so cute. And then we have some more pieces, I'm pretty sure from her, a little closed mollusk shell, closed clam shell, and this is actually really fun because these guys are filter feeders. So if you look really closely, you can see the way their tight little teeth seem to fit together. That's so they can draw in water and push it out, and they push out the water and keep any of the tiny, itty-bitty little microscopic organisms that might be in the water to eat on. So that's how these guys eat, and I love that this one is still together. I have lots of these little shells from when I go to the beach, but it's very, very uncommon to find them together and still closed like this. And this one I think is still closed because you can actually see at the back here, this is a murder mystery. You see this little hole? That little hole marks a spot right there where this guy had somebody burrow into him and eat him from the inside out. So that's his little murder mystery. And then we've got this awesome little shell. And again, I'm not sure if these are from Olive. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. But oh, I love it. Look at how pretty this one is. And it has a little thing stuck in it. Oh, I love these kinds of little conch shells. They're just adorable. I'm going to put those down here. I have a very special shelf. I keep all of the little treasures that get sent in too. So thank you so much, Olive. And those will all go on my little treasure shelf. I'm so excited. I'll try to write back to you ASAP. Let me see. Next up, I'm going to show you guys one of the packages that got sent to us actually, because I think that'll be a lot of fun. Let's It's down there. Yeah, that should be okay. But I got a box, and I just about freaked out because it's very rare for me to ever get boxes sent in. And this is a box from, and I apologize if I seem like I'm going a little quick. I tend to ramble too much, and I know I already have. But this is a box from Sharon K. Dear Seri, this is just a little something, and when I opened it, you should have heard me. I was so excited. This is just a little something to express my gratitude for all the hard work you put into your videos. They not only motivate me in my zoo building, but help me during the crazy days at work. Thank you again, Sharon K., who has actually commented quite a bit in comments, so I recognize the name. And then I opened up this. Look at this! It's a needlepoint Stay Curious flower! And my mother was a quilter, actually, so I know how much work this takes. And look at the beautiful colors, my two favorite colors, purple and green, all wrapped together. And that's, if I had to have anything on my gravestone, it would be this, Stay Curious, especially on a gravestone. Think of how, like, hilarious that would be. But yes, oh, thank you so much, Sharon. I am so grateful and so happy, and I love the colors and the detail. I'm one of those people who loves staring at the tiniest little details and just admiring them for forever. But it was so fun when I opened this up because I was like, I know what this is! From my whole childhood of watching my mom and my grandma work as quilters and painters, and oh, it's lovely, and thank you so much. I'll try to send you a letter so I can go more in depth in everything, but it's one of those refreshing things. The pictures, the gifts, the seashells, the letters, just the kind comments, or just knowing you guys are watching. It's so refreshing on the spirit just to know, like, that there is good being done in the world through what I do. So thank you so much. This is like a little oasis, like a little boost whenever I get tired from working during the day. Oh, so thank you so much. Alright. Now it's not under my legs, so that's a little easier. And I'm going to show you guys another little package we got. And this one is actually from our wonderful friend Victor, who has been a huge supporter and a wonderful fan from Bulgaria for a long time now. Victor is absolutely amazing. And he sent in a little package, and I cried when I opened it, Victor. I really did, because I was just so touched. Darling thought it was hilarious. But he sent in a beautiful letter, and let me just skim it, and oh man, the stationery you guys send letters in on is just amazing. Longtime curious nature lover and longtime subscriber, Victor. Oh. Yep, and it traveled all the way from Bulgaria to North Carolina. Happy late birthday, best wishes, to the most inspiring nature-loving personality I've ever seen. Oh, see, this is why I don't usually read the letters on camera, because I just start blushing and, like, floundering. So I'm going to read, I have read over this, and I'm going to read it again and hopefully be able to send you something special, Victor, ASAP. But I just wanted to show you guys what he sent. So he sent from the Black Sea this cool little figurine, which is very neat. I love it because it shows, oh, there's a little stray kitty. Hi, Lily. Lily the stray cat, who Lily the dog in Zoocrafting is named after. But it shows just what fun little cultural icons are out there in the world. And I thought this guy was so cute. Martinista, from the Black Sea, and it's just, it's adorable. But, oh, okay, hang on. Alright, and then we've got from the Balkan Mountains, Pinecone! Pinecone from the other side of the world. I cannot wait to do like a specimen Saturday where I'll take it and like compare it to the pinecone collection that I have, which is, I have a very large pinecone collection of pinecones that small to one that's this big. So it'll be fun to compare it to those guys and see what kind of differences they have, which is, I'm really looking forward to that. And then I have a Bulgarian 1 or lev coin, which is really cool. There's like a little saint or somebody like that on the back. And it's just a really neat looking little piece. Whoops, there you go. Little coin to add to my coin collection. So that's going to be so fun. And some green peas. So some tiny little green peas that I'm going to plant. Look closely at these seeds. And look at the cool little stripes on them. They are not like any green pea seeds I've ever seen. So I'm really looking forward to growing these ones and seeing how they do in the North Carolina climate. Thankfully a lot of stuff does grow here. And finally, this beautiful, beautiful little package. And I'm so excited I'm showing this off so I can finally start wearing it. That has a lovely necklace right here with a beautiful purple cord, and look at that, a painted shell. Isn't that so pretty? Oh, thank you so much, Victor. Purple flowers. Purple and green are my two favorite colors, and somehow you guys always seem to know that. And I cried, I bawled, and I will write you a letter as soon as I can and let you know all about it. But thank you so much to Victor from Bulgaria, which is just, can you, or Bolivia? I think, oh my gosh. See, I'm blushing. That's why I can't read the letters like while I record, because I just get so flustered. Oh, but thank you so much. I've been wanting to show that off for so long now. And I'm going to go a little bit quickly. I'm sorry, guys, just because I know I ramble. And I'm going to show you guys what Joe from Australia has sent our way, because I freaked out when I got your letter, Joe. And Joe is super awesome. She has sent stuff to us before. In fact, the painting I always keep over my computer is Joe's. It's Joe's beautiful watercolor that she has designed. And this time around, Joe sent a couple more watercolors that she's done, a couple letters that she's done. And Joe, if I can have your permission, I'd be really happy to show your website so people can see where they can look up this beautiful artwork, see some of the samples of your artwork again, and hopefully like get some from you, because they're just, it's so pretty. They're little works of true art. Like, I would send it to somebody and I'd be intimidated, like, to make sure it said something really cool on the inside, like some sort of fact of life that is profound and deep, so that they want to keep it forever and put the picture up on their wall or in the bookshelf or something. But she sent them with little envelopes too, so that I could mail them to somebody if I wanted to, but I kind of want to keep them. But what else is in here? Let me make sure I find everything. There is a magazine that I think has some personal details. Yes. Yes. There's an article, so I'm going to be reading the article. There's a cool magazine that she sent in, and an article, and then finally, Joe, it did come through. Customs in Australia. Let through seeds, Australian wildflower seeds, which I am so excited about. I cannot wait to finish our move so I can plant these in the warmer environment we're moving to and see how these guys do. But look at these seeds! So keep an eye out, guys, because these seeds are going to hopefully be turning in to absolutely amazing plants. And they're called everlastings, huh? Kangaroo paw mixed color, strut pea, masses of deep scarlet flowers with black to maroon centers make this one of Australia's most attractive and most famous native plants. It is a vine and creeper or ground flower. It flowers in 3 months from sowing. Nice! And then finally, the little everlastings. This lovely flower is one of the easiest of our wildflowers to grow, and it flowers about 3 months to seed. It is very showy and attractive in clumps or drifts in the garden, and makes excellent cut flowers fresh or dried. So I'm very excited. We're going to try our Australian seed sprouting after I finish up the move. But Joe, thank you so much. I always love hearing from you. Love seeing like your comments and tweets and anything by you guys. And you guys all mean so much to me. And it's so fun and a little bit scary as we get bigger and bigger as a community, not to be able to send everybody as many messages as I want, but I promise you I read everything, and it means so much to know that the work we do affects so many people at once, and that's so great. And I just wish I had 100 more hours in the day so I could go through every single comment and send people who I've been communicating with, like Victor and Joe, for a super long time, like constant messages, and it's just, sometimes life gets a little bit busier than that. But alright, so we've got a couple more packages, and that I'm going to show off real quick. This one is from Rise. So check it out, Rise. Your package has finally arrived. Also from Australia. Can you believe that? It takes a long time to get Australian packages. But it is Plants, Flora, Explore, Dream, Pixelmon, Time Shot, Jurassic Park Builder, Spore, Sims 2, 3, and 4. Lily, Tate, Pine, Ash, Alia, and a snail mail. I love that. Check it out, the little snail mail right in the center. That is so fun. But yes, the package has finally arrived. And let me gently lift it up. There we go. And I'm going to show you guys, like I said, I already opened everything because I thought I was recording last time. So I know what's in here, but let me show off some of the cool things. There's quite a bit of artwork. Look at that snail mail. Look at the little oddish. Isn't that cute? Showing all the different things they can be into, just happy, doing razor leaf attacks, or hiding from predators in their little holes. And Reese, excuse me, has actually sent in quite a few amazing suggestions for our Pixelmon Ranger series. So I need to fill those out. Pixelmon Ranger journal entries that he carefully typed up and sent to me on really awesome stationery. Plants everywhere. So I'm going to add those in, don't worry. I'm actually going to be working on that today. And he also sent in some pictures, check these out, of his blue-tongued skinks. Look at those guys! Look at them! Aren't they so cool? And that reminds me, come here, look at this. This is blue-tongue lizard shed. So what we call like the blue-tongue skink or the blue-tongue lizard. This is some of their shed right here, which is so cool. And of course I would think that's really awesome because I love collecting these pieces to put up on my specimen shelf, and then I can show off the way the individual scales look, the shed, the size of it, the patterning on a specimen Saturday one day in the future. I need to see if I still have a few of my collections of snake sheds or not. I'll have to see if I can find them. Let me put that gently right there. Let me see. But yeah, Reese, I was really excited. I still am really excited. Reese has also provided, check this out, an adorable little bat with a safari net getting thrown at it. Lily jumping into lava, her favorite hobby after a bone. We have an essence berry bush and one of my favorite mushrooms right here, Woody Bluet. Here's some beautiful vines. There's me! And then of course we've got some diamond and some more of our ores and awesome blocks. And then this one, which I'm going to make happen, this is a nature creeper with poisonous flowers and carnivorous plants and roots to keep it really healthy, and with its just all sorts of like poison berries. This is something that I want to make in our zoo. I want to retexture a creeper so it looks somewhat like this and build it a really cool jungle exhibit. So that's going to be one of my goals. So thank you so much for sending this in. I love seeing the imagination and the creativity of coming up with imaginary creatures that are bound with just a touch of like the real world biology that we put into it. It's so fun. It's so fun. And then to add to my collection, let me, there we go. We have a couple little ammonite pieces. Look at that. I am so excited. I'm going to add it to my other little ammonite collection. Maybe I should put them over by my nautilus. And look at this. Australian money. Oh my gosh, the coins are huge. You guys must have like the biggest pockets in the world. These are like 2 to 3 times the size of our largest coins in the US. So look at those. I have, oh, Darling's going to be so jealous of my coin collection at this rate. But thank you so much. Thank you so, so much. I just, oh, all the little treasures. Every time I could spend all day just looking over all of them. But I'm going to put this right over here. And we are going to wrap up with one more package. Let me get it. There we go. There we go. With one more amazing package that arrived to me from Florida, from a viewer who is actually hanging out in Florida. So let me see. I need to find the letter so I can read off the name appropriately. There's a lot of beautiful artwork in here. Like a lot of stunning, very talented artwork. Here we go. And cute little dogs everywhere too. Look at that. It's Laura! Or Marissa! Excuse me. But yes, Marissa! You and Polly are totally my favorite YouTubers. I thought I would never meet someone as crazy about animals and trees than me. Heading into secondary school, which is the same as junior high, and hoping to be a zoologist and maybe a paleontologist. And oh my goodness, yeah, we've been talking quite a bit waiting for this package to arrive. And I cannot wait. Oh, yes, yes, yes. And doing the Dino Digger like bone digging challenge is definitely something we're going to be doing. And I will be building you an aspen tree, as well as catching up with the many other trees and species I need to add into the new world ASAP. And I'm just so excited. And so Marissa, thank you so much for your letter. I read the letters like off camera, but now I'm going to show off, Marissa, what you have sent in as the last bit right here. So first things first, here's some amazing artwork. Are you guys ready for this? Boom. Look at the detail on everything. Look at Lily. Look at Pine. Look at those soulful puppy eyes, that gaze that just begs for food, whatever food you might have in your hand. And look at this fish that Tate has. That just blew me away. Isn't that amazing? I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. They're so well done. There are people who can draw like animals really well out there. I'm not one of them, and I'm always in awe by what you guys do. And then this one, look at this feather. This is definitely going up next to my other watercolor art. Isn't this so pretty? This just, oh, all of it, and the detail, like the splatter detail and the way the colors just fade into each other. I'm going to put it over by my bird cage, not near enough they could do any damage, but hopefully to encourage them to have bright, beautiful feathers just like this, because this is just so beautiful. I love seeing the beauty and the creativity that you guys can put out there in the world. It is just fantastic. And then let me gently wiggle down here. We've got some seashells. We've got some more gorgeous seashells. Look at the striping and patterning on this guy. Look at this tiny little guy back there. I love conch shells. Look at everybody. Like, we're going to go through, and look at that little barnacles. We're going to go through and we'll have to figure out which colors and what areas represent, like, what kind of a diet. Because like we talked about in our Specimen Saturday episode not too long ago, the colors on seashells often reflect not only the species, but also the climate and the diet that species is around, because seashells are different species of animals. A lot of people are surprised by that. And then finally, I'm going to very gently wiggle out the terrarium that Marissa made for us. So look at this. It's a little terrarium. Isn't it adorable? I cannot wait to set this up, but it has some fake air plants in here for now, just so that they would survive the trip. But I absolutely love it, and I would love to set this up just a little bit more, like put all of my little seeds down in there and really set it up to be, or seashells, there we go, to be an adorable little terrarium to go sit on my treasure shelf with all the other amazing things you guys have sent in. That is, like I was just saying, a reflection of the creativity and imagination that lays in all of you, the potential in all of you. And it's so beautiful.